Now let us see some word problems in the last session of the set theory for 9th standard. Now before going to word problem, you have to use one formula that we have seen already, n of A union B, that is number of elements in A union B is equal to number of elements of A plus number of elements of B minus elements of A intersection B. Now first let us see two simple problems based on the formula directly, and then you have to use the same formula but the information is given in terms of words, that is what we call word problem. Now see this problem, it is n of A is 15, n of A union B is 29, n of A intersection B is 7, and you have to find n of B. Now see, the problems can be of four types for this formula because there are four things. If any three of those four are given, then you can find the remaining thing. So in this way you have given this one, you have given this one, you have given this one, and then you have to find this one. So let us write down that formula, n of A union B is equal to n of A plus n of B minus n of A intersection B, and just put the values that are given to you. N of A union B, that is 29, it is given to you. Then n of A is given, that is 15. Then n of B is not given, so write as it is, and minus n of A intersection B, that is 7. Now you have to find this value, so you will take this 15 minus 7, that is 8, plus n of B, that is equal to 29. So what you can have, n of B is equal to 29 minus 8, that is 21, that is value of n of B. So using this formula, directly putting the given values, you can find value of n of B. Now the same thing you can use here, second problem. Here n of A is given, n of B is given, n of A union B, and you have to find n of A intersection B. Now the same formula you use, n of A union B, that is given to, that is 36, is equal to n of A is given, that is 20, plus n of B is given, that is 28, and then last value is not known to you, n of A intersection B. Now see, you can take one more step here, it is 48, that is n minus n of A intersection B. As you want to find value of n of A intersection B, it is negative, so let us take down this value here. So it is n of A intersection B is equal to 48 minus this 36, we can have value n of A intersection B as 12. So this is the direct application of this formula. Now let us see one word problem I have written already here, where you can use the same formula, but from the given information you have to first find what is n of A, what is n of B. Whatever is given, either A union B is given or A intersection B is given. For that one, you have to first understand the meaning of union and intersection. When you say A intersection B, the meaning of that one is A and B. That means it is true for A as well as B. So both are there. That is what we call both. So when both it is given, or A and B it is given, it is meaning of A intersection B. And when you say A or B, then the meaning is A union B. So you have to remember these two things, otherwise you cannot put the proper values in the proper places of the formula. Now read the problem here. In a hostel there are 125 students. That means in a hostel there are 125 students, that is given to you, out of which 80 drink tea, 60 drink coffee, and 20 drink both tea and coffee. Then you have to find number of students who do not drink tea or coffee. Who do not drink tea or coffee. First of all, see, it is possible to solve this problem by two methods, using this formula, or you can solve this problem using Venn diagram. We'll see first how to solve the problem using Venn diagram, and then we'll see how to use this formula. So it is possible to solve the problem using both things. Here A, B, nothing is given, so you have to create A and B here. Suppose you take students of which drink tea, that is suppose A, and then who drink coffee, that is B, suppose. So let A is equal to set of students who drink tea, and suppose B, set of students who drink coffee. You have to take, you can take C and D, no problem. A and B you have created. Now directly you know that What is N of A? That is students who drink tea, that is 80. Then N of B, that is 60, that is given to you. So if you, when you write these statements, you can write down these two. And what is given to you? In the hostel there are 125 students. That means neither A union B nor A intersection B is given, and you don't have to find this one as well as this one. Now see, this is a different problem. Now suppose this is your hostel. Suppose this is your hostel. In this one, this is your set of students drinking tea, and this is your set of students. Sorry, one more thing is given to you. Both drink, that is 20. So you can have N of A intersection B, both here, it is 20. That means this is 20, that is given to you. So N of A is 80. So this full A is 80 and this full B is 60, out of which this is 20. So remaining are 60 here. That means this 60 plus 20 gives you 80, and already you have 60 here and here 20, so it is 40. Now if you sum these three, 60 plus 40, that is 100, and this 20. And how many students are there in the hostel? There are 125 students in the hostel. So the remaining 5 students are out of these A and A intersection B and B. That means 5 students are there which are not in this one, that is they are not drinking tea or coffee. Actually that is what we want to find. How many students are there who do not drink tea or coffee? So it is very clear from this one that there are just how many students? 5 students who drink tea, who do not drink tea or coffee. So in this way you can solve this problem. Now if you want to use the formula, this, how much is the number A union B? That is A union B is 60 plus 20 plus 40. So you can have N of A union B, it is 120. And there are how many students in the hostel? There are 125 students in the hostel, and hence you can write down number of students who do not drink tea or coffee, that is equal to number of students in the hostel minus the students who drink either tea or coffee, that is equal to 5. So it is not necessary to use this formula for application or for solving this problem. I will see one more problem where you have to use this formula. So in this formula what you have seen, or in this problem what you have seen, there are only 5 students who do not drink tea or coffee. We'll see one more example. Out of 100 persons in a group, 72 persons speak English, 43 speak French. Each one out of 100 speak at least one language. Then how many speak English and French both? That is the question. Now see, if you see the question, 3 things are given to you. In a group there are 100 persons. Out of 72 speak English, 43 speak French, and each one of 100 speak at least one of the language. Now the situation is different. In the last example, out of 125, there were some students who were not drinking tea or coffee. Now what is given to you? Out of these 100, one of the language is speaking by the person. So now suppose A is the set of persons who speak English. Now take B as set of persons who speak French, and as each one of these 100 speak at least one of the language, that means there is no person who is speaking in neither of these languages. So that's why using this information, n of A is 72, n of B is 43, and n of A union B, that means that is completely 100. In last example, we haven't taken n of A union B as 100 by drawing that Venn diagram, because everybody was not drinking tea or coffee. So here it is given you that each one speaks at least one language. So that's why this information is given, and now it is very clear that what you want to find, how many persons are there who speak English and French both. Now just now you have seen speak English and French both. Now and means intersection, that you know, and this is given to you, this is given to you, and this is given to you. So directly if you use this formula, n of A union B is equal to n of A plus n of B minus n of A intersection B. Now just put the values. It is 100 here is equal to 72 plus 43 minus n of A intersection B. So it is 115 minus n of A intersection B. So you can have n of A intersection B is equal to 115 minus 100, that is